Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, let us go into the house of the Lord. I'm Father Steve Sellers, and thank you so much for tuning in today for this brief daily message of hope. You know, I read something fascinating yesterday that's been bothering me ever since. And here's what it said. It said, somewhere between childhood and adulthood, we stop playing. Life gets too serious and we just stop playing. Now, most of the educators that I know, and I've got them all over my family and extended family, and I've been around education my whole life, nearly everyone agrees that children learn best when they play. That they take what they have put into their brains, and as they play, almost aimlessly, moving outdoors, indoors, inventing games, using imagination, kicking balls around, throwing things, that children learn by playing. That's how they process information. Nearly everyone agrees with that, but then why do we stop playing when we grow up? I jotted a note down to myself because this made me really stop and think for a minute. Playing, first of all, playing means more than sitting around hunched over a video game. That's the definition of playing today for a lot of adolescents and even adults. Hunching over, horrible posture, stooped shoulders in front of a video game. That's the definition of playing for many people today. But consider this, children learn by playing. Adults stop playing and have difficulty learning. How can we restore the learning is fun title to adults? How do we do that? Well, let's start by thinking about our childhoods and the things we did when we played with our friends. It was aimless. There was no goal in mind. Now, if we played a sport, it was, we kept score, but it was more than keeping score. Much more was happening than tossing a football around with friends. There was conversation going on. There was imagination being used. There were all sorts of growth things taking place within us, including social growth, as we played aimlessly with our friends. And then we grew up and stopped playing. So let me just talk about briefly 5 things that came to my mind today about what playing does. Playing being defined as the aimless pursuit of happiness, because the goal of playing was to be happy. And we created happiness in our lives by playing as children. And then we stopped when we grew up. Playing, without question, relieves stress. It improves brain function. It stimulates the mind, boosts creativity, improves relationships and connections with others. And it's more than just sitting over a computer, staring at a screen. Somehow we need to restore that to our life, and maybe this will help us do that. This is on my mind today. Matthew chapter 18, where the disciples came to Jesus and said, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus, in verse 2 of chapter 18 of Matthew's gospel, he called a little child and had him stand among them, and he said, I'll tell you the truth, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Let it be our goal today to play, just to go maybe outside, walk around, don't have an agenda in mind, throw a ball for a dog, and I've got a 3-month-old puppy that's already driving us crazy. And so that's a built-in play machine for me. But do something today that's aimless, out of your routine. Don't just hunch over a computer screen and call that playing. That's developing some other habits that aren't very helpful to us. Get off social media, go do something outdoors, just take a walk. Remember what it was like as a child. Playing was fun, and it also meant learning. So my goal for me today, and I hope this is for you too, just play. Recapture the joy, the happiness of simply playing aimlessly and know that the Lord is there with you, helping you do it. God bless you. Have a great day today, and through His will and His grace and mercy, I will see you at Mass tomorrow.